Okay, so this brings us then to the opposite situation. So if we have economic losses and exit. Okay, so let's draw a picture where we start with a situation where we have economic losses. So let's suppose we're in this situation. So again, let's draw the market. And my graphs might look a little different, but I'm intending to draw the same firm. So this represents a typical firm, and I'll use the little q again for the firm. And then this is the market. Okay, so their average total cost looks something like this. And I'm putting numbers on it because the specific numbers don't really matter. And then this is their marginal cost. Okay, and let's suppose that our market is currently here. So our market is currently here. So this is the current situation for our market. So that means for us in this market, we're here, P1, average revenue 1. Okay, so in the short run, if they're assuming this is above their average variable cost, let's assume, I'll just sketch it. Let's assume their average variable cost is down here. So they're not below the short run shutdown point. Okay, I'm going to erase that just so it doesn't get too complicated, but assume they're not below that point that we talked about in the short run. So they're going to choose to produce here in the short run. Okay, but they're losing money. We can see they're losing money because this height here, it costs them this much and they only receive this much in revenue, so they lose that height. So in this case, this is a loss. Okay, they're losing money. And so what's going to happen? All right, so we have the situation. Let's summarize the situation. We have a low price. So this causes us to have a negative economic profit. And so in the long run, firms can't make this, they can't just continuously lose money. So for example, back to our corn farmer situation, if corn farmers just always are making less money compared to, for example, compared to soy farmers, they're just always making less money, but the same land can grow both products, then what's going to happen? Well, what's going to happen is eventually some people are going to say, I want to get out of this business and do something else. And so they're going to switch to the other product. Okay, so this is going to have what's going to have happen here is we're going to have firms will exit. Right? So if our market is in this situation where we're making a negative profit for some reason, it could have been maybe before demand was higher and it fell, but for whatever reason right now we're in this situation where firms are making a loss, so firms are going to exit. So when they exit, this causes a decrease in supply, and they're going to go, they're going to keep exiting, just so I get the right spot. They're going to keep exiting until, okay, so we're going to keep exiting until we can break even again, which will be, so then exit until we get to this new price. So we're going to get this new quantity and this new price. And when we bring that one over, this new price is going to be just enough to break even. So now so what happens is they exit, and their exiting causes, sorry if that went off the screen, their exiting causes the price to go up, because there's less of them. So in the market, the supply is going down, which causes the price to go back up. So this causes the price to go up, and it keeps going, and it goes up until the price equal to the minimum average cost. And that means the average firm is breaks even, and so we're in long run. So that is our situation. So so that's how this perfect competition market will work in the long run. So it keeps getting pushed back to this longer equilibrium. So if firms are making profits, then new people enter, and they keep entering until we get back to this break-even price. And then if in this case, if for some reason the price is too low in this market, there's too much supply, well then firms are losing, well then some of them quit the business, and then we get pushed back to this long-run equilibrium price where the firms can break even. And again, remember, breaking even is a good thing. Breaking even in this case doesn't mean accounting breaking even. It means economics breaking even, which means you're covering all of your costs, including your opportunity costs. So that's the nice thing about when economists mention about letting the market work, they also mean this. For example, don't protect the existing firms from competition, because new firms entering is a good thing overall for the market, even though it's tough for the people who are facing the competition. And they also would say, in general, unless there's some kind of market failure, to let firms fail who are not keeping up, because we push us back to something like efficiency. So in the next video, we're going to look at this efficiency in these two graphs. Okay.